Peace everyone, welcome back to the Drawing Journal. Hope everybody had a lovely week. My week was really good, and that's what I'm going to talk about. So the quarter is finally over, and I passed all of my classes with flying colors, so I'm happy about that. And I even drew a little bit. I was very productive this past week. I have 3 videos that are scheduled out and uploaded because if you've paid close enough attention, the past few weeks I've briefly mentioned that I will be leaving. I'll be gone for a month on vacation. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about why and where I'm going and what I'm doing and all that stuff, because I've kept it pretty quiet up to this point. But don't be worried, I'll have plenty of videos scheduled out for that time. I'm hoping to finish 2 more videos, at least 2 more videos before, and possibly even a 3rd video, I don't know. School's finally over. Today I had my last final, and I totally killed it. It was surprisingly easy, and I think that I did really well on it. So I'm glad about that because, oh goodness, I feel like for the past few videos I've done nothing but complain about how much I want it to be over, and it's finally over, and I'm so happy for it to be over. But I have 2 quarters left before I graduate with my bachelor's in math. And then I also submitted my application for my master's program, and I'll be finding out in November whether or not I got accepted to that program. So I'll have to wait a little while before I find anything out. But other than that, my week went by pretty quickly. I did a video. I uploaded a video yesterday, and if you, well, actually no, it would be Thursday. This past Thursday. Subscriber portrait number 3, and if you haven't checked it out, I highly encourage you to. Because I would say that it is not only my best video, but also my best portrait that I've done so far. I really kind of found my own style in it, and I was really, really happy with the way that it came out. And thank you to who gave me the picture. If you're listening to this video or watching this video, you know who you are, and I appreciate you letting me draw you, and I hope that you like the picture and everything like that. So it's been a very productive week. I had a final also on Thursday in my number theory class, which was an absolute disaster, but I still managed to pass the class, which that's all I wanted to do in that class. It was so ridiculous. I don't know whether I'm more excited for the quarter to be over or for just that class to be over. But anyway, moving back to the main topic of where I'm going and why I'm leaving, stuff like that. And so next Tuesday morning, I will be getting on a plane and flying up to Canada to catch another plane that will be flying to Germany, so that I can catch another plane to fly to Poland, and that is going to be my final destination. I'm going to Katowice, Poland next week. I'll be gone for a month, and the reason that I'm going is somewhat personal, but I have no problem sharing it. But I have been dating this girl for well over a year now, and she lives in Poland. And that's why I'm going to Poland. I'm going to see her for the first time, and I'm very excited. It's hard emotion to explain or to describe in words, and when you've dated somebody for over a year and you've actually never met the person. I'm certainly new to online dating, and it feels weird to say online dating, but that's the truth. That's what it is, and yes, so I'm really excited about my trip, and I can't wait to get over there. I've never been to Poland, and we have a few things that we have planned to do. One of the really exciting things that we're doing is we're going to be going to a Star Wars orchestra concert, and I'm just ecstatic about that. I've wanted to go to an orchestra concert for years now, and I've never gone to one. It'll be the first time, and I love the Star Wars movies, so I couldn't imagine a cooler concert to go to. Basically, how it's going to be is they're going to play scenes from the movie on a huge projector behind the orchestra, and then during the scenes, they're going to play the music soundtrack from the movie that goes with the scenes, and it's just going to be insane. I can't wait to see it and experience it, among many other things in Poland. I've got my camera batteries all charged and ready to take tons of pictures, which I intend to share with everyone. Some of the better photos that I capture, of course, and yes, so that is what I'll be doing for the next month, and I'm extremely excited about it. Can hardly wait. I did work on this picture a little bit during the week. As you can see, it's a bit different from where I left it last Friday. It's coming along pretty well. There's not a lot of contrast in the original photo when I took the picture of my hand, if you can tell that it's my hand. But I didn't take the best photo. I think I had too many lights on, but I still like it. A lot of white on this side. It's really bright in the photo. It's going to be hard to capture all that. What else? Geez, I don't even know. I felt like revealing my big adventure to Poland was going to take up more time, but I don't really know what else to say about it, except that I'm really excited to go. I guess that's what happens when you have excitement that you can't really explain in words. You can't really talk about it for very long because you don't know what to say, because you don't have the words to describe it. I suppose I could talk a little bit about how we met. So when I started my channel, my YouTube channel, just about 2 years ago, I had it going for about 6 months, and I joined DeviantArt to share my art stuff, and shared a few of my pictures in some other people's gallery or groups or whatever. And she was also on DeviantArt, and that's how she came across my artwork. And so I can't imagine a better way to meet somebody than to connect on on a hobby that really has a lot of influence in my life. And long story short, she liked my work, and after very, very brief interactions on DeviantArt over the span of a few months, she came over to my Facebook page, and then I drew a picture for her by request. Nothing special in that regards. I mean, I draw pictures for pretty much anybody that requests something. But yeah, over the span of a few months, we just started talking a little bit more and more, and then more and more on Facebook. And one thing led to another, and next thing we find ourselves on Skype talking, and then a year goes by, and now we're here. It all seems kind of crazy, but that's the way that it went. Can't say it any other way. It's been really, really great getting to know her, and it's been a wonderful year being with her. So I can't wait to meet her for the first time. And I'm going to continue to refer to her as her because I don't want to say her name on the video. Keep her privacy. But those of you that know me personally, that listen to these videos, you know her name. But anyways. This might be the most personal video that I've made so far, so I hope if you listen to it you enjoy it. I don't really know what else to talk about, because that's the only thing that I'm thinking about really is my trip there. It's about an 18-hour travel time. I leave Tuesday morning, and I get there Wednesday afternoon. My flight leaves in the, I don't know, mid-morning Tuesday. So I don't have to wake up too early. Though I probably will anyway, out of sheer excitement and fear of missing my plane. I've had this trip planned for, I don't know, since February of this year. I think that's when I bought my plane ticket, was back in February. And, yeah. It's definitely going to be a new experience. Can't wait for it. Going to the city of Krakow to sightsee and explore that city. It's one of Poland's larger cities, especially when it comes to tourism and stuff like that. So I'm excited about every aspect of this trip. I just don't know how to. I can't find the words, and it's especially difficult when I'm trying to draw a picture to find words that to describe it. But yeah, I do. Actually, one of the videos that I have planned out that will be out in a few weeks is a coloring tutorial on how to color eyes. I did finish the coloring of the cat, which will be uploaded. Actually, I think it might be uploaded in like 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, it's scheduled out pretty far. but it came out really nice. I took a close-up picture of the eye, of one of the eyes, and shared it on Facebook. So if you're interested, you can go check that out over there. But yeah, it came out really nice. A lot of people like the eye, and I'm going to. I have a few more tutorials planned for before this year ends. Don't know when I'll get to them. It's difficult to do tutorials during school, when school's going on, and by the time I get back from Poland, I'll be 1 week out from the next quarter beginning, so I'll have stuff going on before too long, and I don't know if I'll be able to get to the tutorials that I want to do, but yeah. I do have a couple, the two drawings that I have planned coming up that I hope to finish before I leave. I will say that one of them is a gem, another gem. So many people love the gems that I draw that I can't help but do at least one more. And it's going to be an original one. It's not going to be like a real gem. I'm just going to make it up. But I already have it planned out. I made it in Photoshop first to give me an idea what colors I was going to use and all that fancy stuff. That's why I love Photoshop, for that reason. I use it so much when it comes to planning out my drawings and things like that. I mean, just this drawing here, I used Photoshop to plan it out because once I took the picture of my hand, I just removed the background and then fixed whatever lighting, fixed the contrast and things like that to just get a better reference picture. I love having a camera that takes good pictures, so I can take my own reference pictures. Makes life so much easier. If you're watching this and you're an artist and you don't have a good camera, it's worth investing in, because you just can't beat having a good camera to take your own reference pictures. And I mean, you can get pretty good reference pictures using iPhones and stuff like that, but the iPhone and other camera phones, they won't ever compete with a nice digital DSLR camera. I'm just kind of scribbling at this point, but whatever. I'm still having fun. Still like how the picture's coming out on this. So I'm kind of going rough with this shading. I need to darken up some of these shadows, so I'm going to use my black pencil a little bit. What else? I thought I had. So I have 3 videos scheduled out. I'm going to work on 2. And I might have another collaboration coming up before the end of next month. So that's something that I'll do. I don't know if I will be able to upload anything while I'm out in Poland. I mean, I'd much rather not work on stuff while on vacation. But I might have a few things that I might be able to do. I'll have my computer with me. I'm taking my computer, so there's a possibility that I might have some random videos to upload or something like that. What else? Oh, so I do have a question here. Oh, something that's bothered me today, or not today, but recently. Something that bothered me recently. It's kind of a weird story, but sure, I'll share it. Why not? So I was headed to school, and occasionally I'll catch the bus rather than just walk all the way there. And so I was on the bus, and there was this old guy in a wheelchair and two ladies, both with their own stroller and baby. And they were all the way up at the front because, well, they had a wheelchair and strollers. And so I was also sitting up in the front because there was still room. And the bus was, coming up onto this bus stop, but it was still pretty, I don't know, 2 or 3 blocks away. So it was still pretty far away. And the old guy in the wheelchair, he seemed really impatient for no reason. I mean, no apparent reason was he being as impatient as he was, but he tapped the lady sitting across from me, one of the ladies with the stroller and baby, and her stroller was folded up, so it was taking up less room, and she was holding her baby in her hands. And he tapped her on the shoulder and to let her know that he was getting off at the next stop. The next stop that was still 3 blocks away or whatever. And she's she just acknowledged him and said okay or whatever. And then the bus continued to go, and what he said to her, he was asking her if she could move her stroller behind him so that he could get off. And she didn't really acknowledge that part of what he said, but acknowledged that he was getting off. And so she went back to facing forward and holding her baby. And so this old guy starts pulling on her stroller that's folded up, like pulling it back. And she's looking the other direction, so she doesn't see that he's pulling it. But it just seems to fall over or start to fall over. And so she hears it, and she just turns enough to grab it with her free hand, trying to still hold on to her baby. And so they're both pulling it. She's pulling it back up so that it doesn't fall because she doesn't see that he's pulling on it. And then he's just pulling on it, to move it. Even though we're not at the bus stop, we're not stopped, we're still moving. And so both of them are just pulling against each other. She doesn't notice that he's the one pulling on it. She just thinks it's falling. And the reason I'm saying this is because it bothered me that this guy would just start pulling on somebody else's stroller because of his impatience. And the funniest part is that so we finally got to the bus stop, and he was gonna get off, but the lady was also getting off at the same bus stop. And so because she couldn't unfold, there was no room for her to unfold her stroller, she asked her friend, who was the other lady with the other baby and stroller, to hold her son while she carried her stroller off the bus. And this old guy tried to get in front of the other lady that was holding the other lady's baby so that he could get off. And then finally the bus driver stood up and came over to him. He's like, oh, can you stop moving for a moment and let these ladies off with their babies? Because it's easier to take a stroller off than a wheelchair, because you can just pick the stroller up. You can't really pick up a person in their wheelchair. And so he ended up being the last person off the bus anyway. But it was just annoying to see how impatient he was, and touching other people's property and pulling on it and trying to move it without them knowing. I don't know, it just bothered the heck out of me. I just sat there and watched the whole thing unfold, And I just wanted to smack his hand away when he was pulling the lady's stuff, because it drove me crazy. I don't know why, but little things just sometimes get on my nerves, especially when people are impatient. Because I feel like I'm significantly more patient than 98% of the population. But anyway, so yeah, that's the answer to that question. I don't have too much left to do to this drawing. I think I'm gonna wrap this video up early. I have other things that I'm going to try to finish today. I'm going to try to draw another drawing today and record the time lapse for that, and then get this video edited and get it uploaded and go from there. I'm going to start on that gem most likely, and hopefully finish that in a few hours. I don't know how long it will take me. It's going to be a pretty detailed gem, probably one of my favorite ones that I've done so far. I'm going to do it really big, like the whole piece of paper. And yeah, so with that said, I hope that, everybody has a wonderful weekend. And yeah, take care. Peace.